Hello everyone, welcome to Vishnu IAS. Today our topic is Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan Scheme, which is a name given to a full-fledged economic stimulus package announced by the Union government. This is very important for your UPSC syllabus and this will come under your economy, polity, current affairs and even in disaster management. So this is very important. Okay. Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is the Self-Reliant India scheme. So the government announced an economic stimulus package of 20 lakh crore and a big bang systemic reforms under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which is Self-Reliant India. So the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, meaning Self-Reliant India scheme, was announced in 4 tranches by the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on May 2020. The economic stimulus relief package announced by the government worth about 20 lakh crores. This includes the already announced amount of rupees 1.70 lakh crore relief fund. This 1.70 lakh crore relief package was announced in Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. So this was announced for the poor to overcome the difficulties caused by the coronavirus pandemic and the lockdown. So this PMGKY is amount also is included in this 20 lakh crore. The measure announced in this Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan will be helpful for lifting the two main sectors. One is MSME, another is NBFC. MSME is micro, small, medium enterprises and NBFC is non-banking finance companies. In this MSME, the massive amount of rupees 3 lakh crore was allotted to it, which will help to revive their operations, and extending a sovereign credit guarantee for the complete amount is a welcome move. And the two main features that would help boost the equity portion of this MSME finances are: one is 20,000 crore partially guaranteed subordinate debt program, another is 50,000 crore fund of funds scheme. So these two features will help to boost the equity proportion of this MSME. Next is NBFC. So NBFC is housing finance firms and microfinance entities got a much required liquidity boost. Next is DISCOM. So we'll see everything in detail again. DISCOM is the liquidity issue of power distribution companies were addressed through a 90,000 crore infusion. So this will be securitized on the receivables and it will be backed by a state government guarantee. Okay, so we'll see the mission will be carried out in two phases. First phase it will consider the sectors like medical, textiles, electronics, plastics and toys where local manufacturing and exports can be promoted. And in the second phase, it will consider the products like gems, jewelry, pharma, steel, etc. Okay, and the mission would be included in 5 pillars. We'll see what are these 5 pillars now. So the 5 important facts about the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan is 5 pillars self-reliant India. So what are these 5 pillars is: one is economy, next is infrastructure, next is system, next is demography, next is demand. So what is this economy, what is this infrastructure, what is this system, what is demography is. Economy is about the quantum jumps, not incremental changes. Infrastructure is one that represents the modern India. System is technology driven. Demography it's a vibrant demography of the largest demography. Next is demand is full utilization of power of demand and supply. So these are the 5 pillars of the self-reliant program. The mission is also expected to complement Make in India initiative, which tends to encourage the manufacturing in India. Okay, so and also if you see this Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan scheme, which was announced by the PM, it should stand on the 5 pillars, as I said, and the 20 lakh crore worth package is almost 10% GDP of the country. Okay, 10% of the GDP of the country, and this package it emphasis on 4 L's. Okay, that four are It focuses on land, labor, liquidity and loss. Okay, you should remember this 4 L's: land, labor, liquidity and loss. It focuses, the package emphasis on this 4 first. Okay, this and 10% GDP. This picture is completely important. In short, if you want to address what is this Atmanirbhar Bharat scheme, you should write about these 5 pillars and what it focuses on. Everything is there in this picture. The package includes measures across many sectors like MSME, cottage industry, middle class, migrants industry, etc. Okay, so many they have focused on that. It includes the measures across many sectors of the country. And several reforms are announced to make India a self-reliant economy and mitigate negative effects in the future. So what are these bold reforms which is need for the HRS? Supply chain reforms for agriculture, rational tax system, simple and clear laws, capable human resource. Another last one is strong financial system. So these 5 reforms, okay, it is very important to make India self-reliant economy and mitigate all the negative effects in the future also. Okay, so this diagram is completely important. Next we will be seeing about what are the 4 tranche. Okay, tranche 1, Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, tranche 1. Okay, so the first tranche, it contained 16 specific announcements and is spanned across main sectors of MSME, NBFC, real estate, power sectors, etc. Okay, it contained 16 specific announcement. These are the keywords which should compulsorily in your answer. Okay, so first is employee tax. Employees are taxpayers. So they have extended the deadlines for the income tax returns for this financial year 2019 to 2020. Due date pushed to 30th November. First thing. And second is the rates of the tax deduction at source, that is TDS. Okay, you should remember TDS, tax deduction at source, and tax collection at source, TCS. Okay, TCS and TDS have been cut by 25% for the next year. Next is EPF support provided to low income organized workers in small units under this Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana is being extended for another 3 months. Then PF payments have been reduced from 12 to 10% for both employers and employees for the next 3 months. These are the measures taken for the employees or taxpayers. Next is the MSME. So what steps they have taken for MSMEs, which I have already told in the beginning. One is the 3 lakh crore emergency credit line announced. So that will ensure that 45 lakh units will access to this working capital to resume their business activity and to safeguard their jobs. Second is 20,000 crore as a subordinate debt for 2 lakh MSMEs which are stressed on the non-performing asset. Next is 50,000 crore equity infusion is planned through MSME fund of funds with a corpus of rupees 10,000 crore. And next is the definition of an MSME is being expanded to allow for higher investment limits and the introduction of the turnover based criteria. Okay. Next is the global tenders will not be allowed for the government procurement up to 200 crore. And last one in this MSME is the government and the central public sector enterprises will release all funds due to MSME within 45 days they will release it. Okay, so that is all about MSME. Next is NBFC. So what is this NBFC is rupees 30,000 crore special liquidity scheme. You should remember how much for MSME, how much for NBFC. And for NBFCs, it is 30,000 crore special liquidity scheme under which investment will be made in investment grade debt papers of NBFC and partial credit guarantee scheme extended under the government. It will guarantee 20% of the first loss of the lenders. Okay. Next is DISCOMs. What is this DISCOMs? You know, DISCOMs are nothing but it stands for distribution company. DISCOMs are the companies that are responsible for the distribution of electricity to the end consumers. Okay, that is a DISCOM. So for DISCOMs, they have allotted 90,000 crore liquidity injection has been announced. Okay. Next is for real estate. So when it comes to real estate, states and union territories have been advised to extend the registration and completion date of real estate projects by 6 months. Okay, that is the all these are coming under the first tranche of the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So next we'll be seeing about the tranche. So what is coming under this tranche 2 is the second tranche focuses on providing free food grains to the migrant workers, which is very important, which is also the need of the hour. Many migrant workers from various parts of the country, okay, so who are suffering a lot. Every day we can find in the news, because people are migrating, they are going to their native place through work. So many issues are there. So this we have announced for providing free food grains to the migrant workers who do not possess ration cards, because they are migrant workers, so they will not have the state ration card. Okay, so they will not have, they may not be able to get their needs. So they focus on providing free food grains to the migrant workers. Okay, so what and all provisions are allotted in this second tranche? First is free food grains. So what is this free food grains? The center will spend 3,500 crore for providing free food grains for these migrant workers. They don't need to provide the ration card for the next 2 months. Okay, so this is also an extension of this Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. You should also read about Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana. Next is credit facilities. So what is this credit facilities is? Street vendors. You can find many street vendors. So these street vendors will be given access to easy credit through 5,000 crore scheme. So that will offer them a 10,000 rupees loan for the initial working capital. And also plans to enroll 2.5 crore farmers. This 2.5 crore farmers who are not under the Kisan Credit Scheme. Okay, so they are planning to enroll this 2.5 crore farmers who are not part of this Kisan Credit Scheme, and also with the fish workers and livestock farmers, and they are going to provide them with 2 lakh crore worth concessional credit. Next is NABARD. NABARD will provide them the additional refinance support worth 30,000 crore to the rural banks for crop loans. Okay, next is subvention relief. So what is the subvention relief? Is small businesses who have taken loan through this Mudra Shishu scheme. You know about the Mudra scheme, right? So if you don't know, please read what is that Mudra scheme first. Okay, in the Mudra scheme, Mudra Shishu. Okay, the Shishu means a small, which is given loan for the small businesses, which is meant for loans worth only 50,000 or less. They will receive 2% interest subvention relief for the next year. Okay, they will receive 2% interest subvention relief for the next year. Next is affordable rental housing. So a scheme built rental housing complexes through PPP, that is purchasing power parity mode, would be launched under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana scheme. When you read this Atmanirbhar Abhiyan, various schemes are also included in this. So you should know about all those schemes also in detail. So Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, under this scheme, a scheme to build the rental housing complexes through PPP is announced. Next is both the public and private agency will be incentivized to build the rental houses on the government and also in the private lands, while the existing government housing loans will be changed to the rental units. Okay, and also the credit linked subsidy scheme for lower middle class housing, again under this Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, that will be again extended to 1 year, that is to the next March, to 2021 March they have extended. Next is One Nation One Ration Card scheme. Okay, that is by August 2020, the ration card portability scheme, One Nation One Ration Card scheme. This will allow 67 crore NFSA, that is National Food Security Act beneficiaries in 23 states to use their cards at any ration shop anywhere in the country. They can use their ration card at any ration shops in the country. Okay. Next is MGNREA. So the states are directed to enroll migrant workers returning to their native places, as I told. The states are directed to enroll the migrant workers returning to their native places in the MGNREGA scheme, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Okay, so the states are directed to enroll about this migrant workers. So all this about this second tranche. Next, Atmanirbhar Abhiyan tranche 3. So what is this Atmanirbhar Abhiyan tranche 3 is? It is about the economic relief package focused on agriculture marketing reforms. So many of the reforms announced are long pending and are expected to have a positive impact for the both farmers and consumers. So first is, you can see about the interstate trade. That is, they have enacted the plans, okay, central law to permit the barrier-free interstate trade of farm commodities and e-trading. Okay, interstate trade of farm commodities and e-trading. This, because of this, what will happen is, this will allow the farmers to sell the produce at the attractive prices beyond the current mandi system. Okay, you should know what is mandi system also. Next is contract farming. So what is this contract farming is? Plans to ensure a facilitative legal framework to oversee the contract farming. So what will happen because of this? This will provide the farmers with assured sales price and quantities even before the crop is sown, and also allow the private players to invest in inputs and technologies in the agriculture sector. It will encourage the private people also to invest in the inputs and the technology in the agriculture sector. Next is deregulating produce. So what is this deregulating produces? So the center will be deregulating the sale of 6 type of, okay, how many types you should remember? 6 types of agriculture produce, which includes cereals, okay, you should remember cereals, edible oils, oil seeds, pulses, onions, potatoes, by amending Essential Commodities Act 1955. The in-stock limits will not be imposed on these commodities except in case of national calamity or famine or extraordinary surge in the price. So the stock limits would not apply to the processors and exporters. So that is the deregulating produce. Next is the agriculture infrastructure. So this investment of 1.5 lakh crore rupees to build the farm gate infrastructure and support logistic needs for fish workers, so livestock workers, vegetable growers, and all the related activities. Okay. Next we'll be seeing that is Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan tranche 4. Okay, let's see in detail. So focuses on sectors of defense, aviation, power, mineral, atomic, and space. Okay, so this sector is focused on defense, aviation, power, mineral, atomic, and space. There is a huge emphasis on privatization. So one concern with this set of reforms is that they look more like industrial reforms rather than an economic reform package or stimulus. So first sector is defense sector. So what are the provisions in defense sector is provisions for banning the import of some weapons and platforms to indigenize the defense production. And also there is another provision for the separate budget for the domestic capital procurement. Next one, another one is the FDI limit in the defense manufacturing under the atomic route is raised from, it will be raised from 49 to 74%. Next is OFB, that is the Ordnance Factory Boards would be corporatized and it will listed on the stock market to improve the autonomy and accountability. Next is the minerals. So minerals is the government monopoly on coal would be removed with the introduction of the commercial mining. Okay, the private sector would be allowed to bid for 50 coal blocks. So private players would be allowed to undertake the exploration activities also. So they will be allowed to bid for 50 coal blocks. Next is about space. Okay, private involvement in space will be encouraged. So a level playing field for the private players will be created in the space sector also. They will be allowed to use the ISRO facilities and participate in the future projects on the space travel and planetary exploration. So private people can be involved in the future projects. So that one is about space. And another point is about them is the government will is the geospatial data policy. So what will happen is it will to make what is this for us to make the remote sensing data more widely available to the entrepreneurs with the safeguards put in the place. Okay, so next is the aviation. So what is this aviation is 6 more airports are up for auction on the private public partnership mode. Okay, private public partnership mode. 6 more airports, while the additional private investment will be invited at 12 airports. And measures to ease the airspace restrictions. Okay, next is power. So what is about power is power departments or utilizers and distribution companies in union territories. It be that will also be given to private. It will be privatized based on the new tariff policy. Okay, next is about atomic. So atomic is research reactors in the PPP mode. Okay, would be set up. That will be set up for the production of the isotopes, that is medical isotopes. So all that is about the atomic. What are all the words present in this slide? All these are the keywords which you should never miss to write in your answer. You should have made notes, and what and all the schemes and what and all expansions you have to know. You should know. This is very important for your UPSC. Shortly you can expect question in this. Okay. To join our Telegram channel. Okay, the link is provided below. Okay, join our Telegram channel, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe our channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe our channel. Thank you.